Lads and ladettes, what's crack-a-lackin'? Scoop here, and today we're putting the scope on Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ox, if you're watching, the amount of madness you've caused, Arsenal fans hate you, Chelsea fans think that you're a prick who's destroyed their transfer plans, and as for the rest of the Premier League, well, they think that you're another overrated England international whose best asset is your hype. Luckily, the only opinion that matters is Jurgen Klopp's, but as he's not around, I guess it's up to me to answer the question: can the Ox succeed at Liverpool? To answer that, we've got to establish why Klopp wants Chamberlain, and there are 3 hints. For the past 2 seasons, Liverpool have publicly chased central midfielders from current star Gini Wijnaldum, Naby Keita joining Liverpool next season, to failed bids for Zielinski now at Napoli, Renato Sanchez at Swansea of all places, Thomas Lemar I guess we'll see in the future, and is even planning to redeploy Philippe Coutinho in central midfield, something which has already happened with Adam Lallana last season. Secondly, Chamberlain has been extremely vocal in wanting to establish himself as a central midfielder. And finally, Sky Sports reporter Kabe reports that Oxlade-Chamberlain was a replacement for James Milner, who recently, you've guessed it, has taken his preferred spot in central midfield after a season as a makeshift left back. Klopp's style of football, gegenpressing, is heavily dependent on defending from the front, and once the first layer of defence has been breached, the next batch of players in the zone have to judge the exact moment to step forward and provide support. The intricacies of such a system demand superb fitness and intelligence, both of which Ox has in spades. He's one of the quickest in the league and has bundles of stamina, as testament to his strong showing at wing-back last season. Speaking of which, his versatility allows him to play virtually every midfield and attacking position to a reasonable degree, showcasing the intelligence I was talking about earlier. As also mentioned earlier, Klopp has continually targeted midfielders during his reign, so he obviously isn't happy with his options yet. Too often, Liverpool can look uncreative and clumsy in the middle against a parked bus. In a solution towards this, towards the end of last season and in pre-season, Coutinho was dropped into midfield and has been used to great effect. However, one change isn't enough, especially with Lallana reportedly out until New Year's. Another creative element was needed. In Coutinho, Liverpool's midfield has gained an assortment of flair and defence-splitting passes that align with a playmaker. As for Oxlade-Chamberlain, his abilities are more akin to a box-to-box midfielder. As mentioned earlier, his physical traits are his best assets, in particular his ability to go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. I think with this new arrangement in midfield, Klopp is trying to boost its creativity so that the team doesn't become reliant on its attack to do everything from a creative and goal-scoring element. For example, Lallana's a fancy player with 2 strong feet. He does flatter to deceive, however, and when compared to Coutinho, he doesn't even match up. Wijnaldum is brilliant at finding space, and this shows especially in the big matches where games are open. But against a parked bus where space has to be earned, he has a habit of disappearing and has on more than one occasion received the least amount of touches, even less than goalkeeper Mignolet. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the other hand is much more proactive in taking the initiative to the opponent. As for Emre Can, he can look very one-paced when space is shut off in advanced positions. Signing Ox means that Can can revert back to his preferred position, which gives Jordan Henderson some much needed competition in Lucas Leiva's absence, and also means that the bench has strong options which can affect the game. Last season, Liverpool had to rely on youth players who clearly were not ready for the Premier League action. The away game against Stoke stands out from memory, also because Phil and Bobby scored some wonder goals to win that game. So now we know why Klopp has targeted Ox. Are we any closer to answering the question, can he succeed? To be honest, I have my doubts. 6 years at Arsenal and he's arguably in the same place he was when he was 17. He's also fairly injury prone, something Liverpool have enough of already. In his defence, Arsene Wenger has lost his touch when it comes to nurturing youth. Ox was deployed all over the gaff with very little consistency or reasoning. That would stunt anyone's growth. That said, whenever he did play, he often didn't take advantage of the opportunity, with bad decision making characterising his 6 years. So Ox, if you truly are watching, if you are to succeed at Liverpool, you need to feel like the world is against you. Be like Luis Suarez, winning needs to whet your appetite, and you must be hungry for it. Must be willing to do everything to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. In that regard, 2 things come to mind. You turned down Chelsea's offer of $180,000 a week for Liverpool's offer, which was 1/3 less at $120,000. Also, last season, you and Sanchez were the only players to give a damn about the Arsenal cause. It was your best season to date. Lads and let's get your fingers crack-a-lacking because I need your opinions in the comment section. Can Oxlade be a success? I remain unconvinced. He won't flop in my opinion, but do I see him becoming a star? He's gonna have to prove me wrong. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and please click the bell for more notifications of my videos the minute they drop. I am Scoop, and I'm scoping out.